Hi bread, now we're fed. We eat a lot of sauce today. And before eating, we prepared a little thing for you so you can do the same thing. Cooking lesson 1. Baked sauce. You take butter, and that's not enough. Part 2. The more butter, the merrier. Lot of fat. Then heat. Very, very careful. It must not brown shit this butter. It will be destroyed. And Joy gave me one all too big. Part 3, waiting for the butter to melt. Part 4, did I skip part 3? Whatever. Part 4, get some flour. Part 5, flour prepared. All in sissy colors. Part 6, still waiting for butter to melt. As I said, careful. Still too big. Part roughly 7, secret trick. The trick not to burn the butter is use low temperature. Part 8, actually I should have shaved this morning before making video. No, too late. Part 9.5. When the potato is ready, in Danish, slå vandet fra kartofler, which mean beat the water from the potato, directly translated. Same expression if you're going for piss. Part 10. That's 5 and 5, 10, right? You use flour for wheat. This is wheat. I don't get it. So, but you know the Danes, eating, drinking, and wheat. So we put wheat in the butter, right? Oh, almost too much. Let's see. Nah. Look here, magnificent. Okay, we have to break up, otherwise I don't have a part 11. P.S. break up was a kind of wrong expression. Whatever. Okay, was it part 11 or 12? Let's just say part 11. Here it comes. So we added the wheat to the butter, and then we have this, I don't know, consistency. Yeah. Can you text me if I'm saying something wrong, please? This is like the ultimate soft, not any softer. Otherwise, it's not good. On the other hand, too much wheat will also kill it. So this is the thinnest, and I'm trying to do some dangerous, adding more wheat to get it a little more sticky. Just a second. Part 12. Something cooking. Potatoes ready. Sauce not ready. We don't like to put flours in our food in Denmark, so we just put wheat. I'm not sure if the kind use smoke or whatever, I don't understand. Lots of movies. You see, now I'm in trouble. Almost too much weed. Okay? So very careful when you add weed. Just a second. I can't film by rescuing this sauce. Part 13, magic number. The baking stuff is too dry. But that's magic. Butter. I spare you for the waiting. Just melt the butter in to get this smooth consistency. Hey, remember to text me if I'm telling this consistency wrong, right? Part 14. How the baking stuff is saved. Look. It stick together. It's smooth. It's soft. It works. It's even tasty. Part 15. Are we ready to add some milk? And I don't know, it's shit called in US, England, whatever. Germany, France, Philippines. In Denmark, it's sødmælk. Remember, sødmælk. That's a like rødgrød med fløde. Yeah, sweet milk. Oh, Joy's complaining. The point is 3.5% fat, right? Fat. Like in the butter, fat. Milk, fat. The secret stuff from the pork, fat. Fat is a key word here, right? So, now it's a little difficult because you have to add milk and not too much, because then the butter will like freeze and get stiff. So you put the milk in, and when you do it, make sure you have enough milk ready, because this gets really sticky, and if it gets too sticky for too long time, it will just be some flour balls. No, wheat balls. So, and this is a tricky part, because there's heat, and this will, like, I don't know what to call it. You know, when concrete dries up, it gets hard. The same shit happened in the bottom of the gryde, whatever it's called. Actually, quite a lot of words I don't know in English, but you have to figure out. We call it gryde. More milk. Yeah. Again, remember, 3.5 fat. So now the sauce is actually ready. Okay, part around 16. I saved a little of the big stuff here, as I think I got too much for this small gryde. And now we add the magic stuff from the oven. This is what the English dude will call gravy or whatever, and it's thin and it's not eatable. Sorry, Brits. And so, more or less it. Turn up the heat. Have milk, fat milk, sweet milk ready. Okay, so the whole deal is that now this shit cooks up and you stir. And then it's had cooked up, you taste. That's for part 18. Part 19, warning. If you leave this without stirring, you get like these, called klumper in Danish. So you have to be careful all the time. Stir, stir, stir. Ooh, rescue. This is still too sticky. Oh my god. And it continues and continues and continues. You heat up, you add milk, you heat up, you add milk, until you have the perfect consistency of the sauce. And bread, you taste the sauce like more or less 3 times a day with fat and flesh. So you should be good to go to find the right consistency. It can take a few minutes more. Part 20. I tasted before, and it definitely needs some salt. You can add pepper, but also salt. And grind some pepper, or we can cheat and take some pre-grind. Then there's a lot of different things you can put in. But one thing that's good is like secrets mustard. Strong French Dijon mustard, whatever they call it in France. 20 continued mustard. You see? It's very good. And to continue, don't forget to stir as it gets sticky and it burns in the bottom of the grill. Part 21. This is the expensive part. You go to a harrow, grab a plane, fly to Denmark, buy some repchili and use the repchili as sweetener. But you tasted it in the apples that were baked with repchili on the top. Repchili from the old factory. Den gamle fabrik, the old factory. It's only a few $1,000s, no one counts. And you put a very precise amount of this in, like this. Part 22 bread. I'm a little anxious because we joked about your butter being my call, and we use a lot of butter. Don't cut in her, right? Part 23, testing. Always test the food a lot of time. Again, tablespoon, don't use the small one because you won't get so much fat. So, taste. Problemo. Jumping straight to part 24 and 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually part 250, because this is a full cow compressed into a small dice of magic. And if it's starting to boil, you see, it's boiling, it's good. It has to boil at some point. So if there's too little beef taste, because this flæskesteg make this gravy, and not always there's enough taste in it, so we cheat with the beef. Okay, part 293. I added the magic beef cube, Of course, if you're making beef, you don't need this cube because there will be a lot of taste in it. But for the porky pie hat, no, that's another movie. Part 389, testing. Tastes like shit. And you know why, bread? Because it's supposed to be brown sauce. It's quite white. So the only way it can taste good, and funny enough, there's no taste in this shit. We used couleur. Again, couleur with the rødgrød med fløde, red green with fleet. Okay, so you add couleur. Couleur is absolute tasteless, but when it comes in the sauce gets brown, and it tastes like Danish food, and then it's probably okay. I just check it in a second. Long draw. Yep. Much better. Just a little salt. One more. Sauce is ready. I jump straight to part 9385, which is serving. Bon appetit.